Have you ever caught your dog doing something weird, like kicking their leg when you scratch their belly or staring at you like they're trying to tell you a secret? Well, you're not alone. In today's video, we're diving into the 21 strangest dog behaviors and uncovering what they really mean. You might be surprised at what's going on behind those puppy eyes. Whether it's quirky little habits or puzzling actions, our dogs are constantly communicating with us in ways we might not even realize. But don't worry. We're here to decode their behavior. We'll be exploring the science, psychology, and surprising reasons behind 21 common dog behaviors you thought you knew. By the end of this video, you'll understand your dog in a whole new way. From the mystery of belly-scratching kicks to the unexpected reason why dogs yawn, we'll cover everything from physical reactions to emotional expressions. You won't want to miss this deep dive into the fascinating world of dog communication. Before we jump in, if you're a dog lover or want to know more about how to better understand your furry friend, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We've got plenty more positively awesome videos coming your way. 1. Belly scratching kicks. If you've ever scratched your dog's belly and watched in amusement or confusion, as their back leg starts kicking involuntarily, you're witnessing a fascinating behavior called the scratch reflex. This is a neurological response that happens when the skin's nerves are activated, sending a signal to the spinal cord. The leg kicking is a reflexive action. Basically, your dogs attempt to shake off what they perceive as an irritant, even though it's just your loving belly rub. It's like their little way of saying, "Oh, that feels good, but also I need to shake this off." 2. Post-poop foot kicking. Now, here's a behavior that might seem a bit strange. After your dog does their business, they'll often kick dirt or grass behind them with their paws. But no, they're not trying to cover up their poop like a cat would. Instead, they're marking their territory. Dogs have scent glands in their paws, and when they kick the ground, they release pheromones that communicate all kinds of information to other dogs. This could be about their dominance, territory boundaries, or even a signal about their mating status. So next time your dog kicks after a potty break, remember, it's their way of saying, "This is my spot." 3. But scooting. If you've ever caught your dog dragging their rear end across the floor, you've probably wondered what's going on. As funny as it may seem, scooting is usually a sign of discomfort, often caused by anal gland issues. Dogs have 2 anal sacs near their rear end that produce a foul-smelling liquid used for communication. But when these glands get blocked or infected, they become irritated, causing the scooting behavior. It's a way of trying to relieve the discomfort. If this happens often, it's a good idea to check with your vet, as it could be a sign that something needs attention down there. 4. Humping. No, your dog isn't being naughty. Well, not always. While humping is often seen as a sexual behavior, it's more commonly a way for dogs to assert dominance or claim territory. Whether it's your leg, a visiting guest, or even a stuffed toy, humping is a way for dogs to show who's in charge. It can also happen when they're feeling anxious, overly excited, or have extra energy to burn. And don't be surprised, this behavior isn't limited to male dogs. Female dogs hump too, and they do it for the same reasons, proving that this behavior is more about emotions and territory than anything else. 5. North-south pooping. It might sound a bit quirky, but have you ever noticed that your dog seems to turn in circles before pooping, and then they always face a certain direction? Well, it's not just a random habit. Research shows that dogs often align their bodies with the Earth's magnetic north-south axis when they relieve themselves. A 2-year study found that, regardless of breed, dogs seem to prefer pooping in this north-south direction, likely because of the Earth's magnetic field. This could mean that your dog is more attuned to the Earth's natural forces than you might think. So, next time you're walking your dog, you might want to bring a compass and see if their pooping habits align with the planet's magnetic pole. These behaviors might seem odd at first, but once you understand the reasoning behind them, they make a lot more sense. Stick around as we continue to uncover the mysteries of your dog's most puzzling actions. 6. Sleep twitching. Ever notice your dog twitching or moving their legs while they're asleep? It might look like they're having a little dream chase. And guess what? They probably are. Dogs, like humans, experience REM, rapid eye movement, sleep, the stage where dreaming occurs. Those little twitches you see are actually muscle responses to the dreams they're having. Whether they're running after a ball or playing with their favorite toy, your dog is living their best life, even while they're snoozing. So, the next time your dog's legs start to wiggle, just know they're probably having an adventure in dreamland. 7. Empathy. Dogs aren't just our pets. They're our emotional companions. If you've ever felt down and noticed your dog snuggling closer or giving you that comforting gaze, you're witnessing a powerful display of empathy. Dogs have an incredible ability to sense our emotions. And when you're sad, stressed, or upset, they can pick up on it. They'll often respond by trying to comfort us, whether it's with a nudge, a lick, or simply lying next to us. Their ability to tune into our moods and provide emotional support is one of the many reasons why they're known as man's best friend. 8. Sleeping on clothes or in your bed. If your dog loves curling up on your clothes or in your bed, it's not just about comfort. It's a deep expression of love and affection. Your scent on these items makes your dog feel closer to you, creating a sense of security and connection. When they snuggle up with your clothes or in your bed, it's like they're wrapping themselves in your love. They may not understand all the details, but they definitely know that your presence makes them feel safe and happy. So, if your dog loves your pillow, they're not just trying to steal your spot. They're trying to feel closer to you. 9. Sitting on your feet. Dogs have a funny habit of sitting on your feet, and it's more than just a cozy resting spot. This behavior is a form of territorial marking and affection. By sitting on your feet, your dog is signaling that you're theirs, marking their territory in the same way they might leave their scent in the yard. It's also a way for them to show affection, like a child seeking closeness with a parent. Just like we might sit next to someone we care about, your dog is claiming their place by your side, literally and emotionally. 10. Intense staring. Ever caught your dog staring at you for what feels like an eternity? It's not just a blank stare. They're trying to communicate with you. Dogs often stare at their owners to get a sense of what's coming next. If you're holding the leash, they're likely waiting for the cue to go for a walk. If they're staring during meal times, they're probably waiting for a treat or for you to notice them. But sometimes, they stare simply because they love you. Dogs use their eyes to express emotions, whether it's love, curiosity, or a request for attention. So, the next time your dog locks eyes with you, know that they're not just watching. They're speaking to you in their own way. These are just a few more ways your dog is communicating with you, whether through their dreams, actions, or even intense eye contact. Keep watching, because there are plenty more strange and endearing dog behaviors to explore. 11. Eye squinting. Have you ever seen your dog squinting their eyes at you, almost like they're giving you a soft, loving gaze? Well, it's not just because they're sleepy. It's actually a sign of peaceful intentions. When a dog squints at you, they're signaling that they're calm, content, and don't pose any threat. It's a nonverbal way of showing affection and trust, saying, "I'm comfortable with you." This behavior is especially common when your dog is in a relaxed state, and it's one of the many subtle ways dogs tell us they love us. So, when your dog gives you that squinty-eyed look, take it as a sign that they feel safe and bonded with you. 12. Rolling in grass. You might think your dog is rolling in the grass just for fun, and while that's part of it, there's much more going on. Dogs roll in grass, or even mud, for a few different reasons. One is to scratch an itch, but it's also an instinctual behavior that dates back to their wild ancestors. By rolling in certain scents, dogs are masking their own scent, which would help them blend in while hunting. Modern dogs still have this instinct, which is why they may roll in something stinky like animal droppings. Another reason could be to mark their territory. By rolling in the grass, your dog is leaving their scent behind, claiming that area as their own. And, of course, let's not forget, they may just roll around because it feels really good. 13. Hunching over. If your dog suddenly hunches over with their back arched and tail tucked, it's usually a sign that they're feeling fearful or anxious. This posture is a way for dogs to make themselves smaller, almost as if they're trying to become invisible. It's often seen when a dog feels threatened, whether due to an unfamiliar situation, a new person, or even after being scolded. This defensive behavior is their way of protecting themselves and signaling that they don't want to engage in any confrontation. If your dog frequently hunches over in certain situations, it's important to be aware of the triggers, as it could indicate that they're feeling stressed or unsafe. 14. Licking. Licking is one of the most common behaviors dogs display, but its meaning can vary depending on the situation. Dogs lick to show affection, groom, or even comfort their owners. If your dog licks your face or hands, it's often their way of saying, "I love you." But licking is also rooted in instinct. Puppies lick their mother's mouth after she returns from hunting to receive regurgitated food. This behavior has been passed down, and many dogs instinctively lick their humans as a sign of bonding and care. Sometimes, your dog may also lick because they simply enjoy the taste of your salty skin. If your dog's licking becomes excessive, however, it could be a sign of anxiety or stress, so it's something to keep an eye on. 15. Urine marking. When your dog lifts their leg and marks a tree, a lamppost, or even your favorite pair of shoes, they're not just relieving themselves, they're communicating. Urine marking is a territorial behavior that helps dogs claim their space and establish dominance. Both male and female dogs can mark territory, but intact, non-neutered, or non-spayed, dogs are more likely to do so. The urine contains pheromones that provide other dogs with information about the marker's identity, including their reproductive status, social rank, and even emotional state. It's like leaving a personal message for other dogs to find. While it can be a nuisance, it's a natural behavior that is deeply rooted in their instincts. These 5 behaviors reveal even more about your dog's personality and how they communicate with the world around them. Whether they're squinting in peace, rolling in something smelly, or marking their territory, each behavior has a fascinating reason behind it. Stick around as we continue to uncover the meaning behind the quirkiest dog actions. 16. Fuzzy bagel sleeping position. If you've ever seen your dog curl up into a perfect little ball, tucking their paws underneath and resting their head on their tail, you might have thought it was just a cute way to sleep. But there's actually a deeper reason behind this cozy, fuzzy bagel position. This curled-up posture helps your dog conserve body heat, keeping them warm and comfortable, especially during colder weather. It's also a protective instinct, as this position shields their vital organs, mimicking a natural behavior seen in wild animals. So, next time your dog curls up like a donut, you can rest easy knowing they're just instinctively keeping safe and snug. 17. Digging. If your dog's been busy digging up your yard or even your couch cushions, it's easy to get frustrated, but there's often more to the behavior than meets the eye. Digging is a common dog behavior that can serve several purposes. Dogs may dig to bury food, toys, or even bones as a way of storing their treasures or protecting them from predators. On hot days, they might dig to cool themselves off by reaching the cooler dirt beneath. Pregnant dogs also dig as part of their nesting instincts, preparing a safe space for their puppies. And of course, dogs often dig out of boredom or excess energy. If your dog's digging is getting out of hand, it could be a sign they need more physical and mental stimulation. 18. Gift giving. Does your dog sometimes bring you their favorite toy or even one of your shoes as a gift? While it might seem odd, this behavior is actually a heartwarming sign of affection. Dogs often offer up things they cherish as a way of bonding with you. By bringing you a gift, they're not just asking for attention, they're showing love and trust. Your dog is sharing something they love, and in their eyes, it's a little offering to strengthen the bond between the two of you. So, next time your dog presents you with a gift, remember they're not just being mischievous. They're giving you a token of their love. 19. Fourniture destruction. If your dog has a habit of chewing on your furniture or tearing up household items, it's easy to chalk it up to bad behavior. However, this destruction is often rooted in deeper issues like boredom, separation anxiety, or a lack of exercise. Dogs, especially active breeds, need plenty of physical activity and mental stimulation to stay happy and healthy. Without it, they may turn to chewing as an outlet for their pent-up energy or anxiety. Ensuring your dog gets enough exercise, playtime, and enrichment can help prevent them from turning your furniture into their personal chew toys. 20. Howling. Dogs are known for their barking, but some dogs go the extra mile by howling. While it can seem like your dog is just being dramatic, howling actually serves as an important form of communication. Dogs howl to announce their presence, attract attention, or even communicate with other dogs. If you've ever heard your dog howling at a siren, you might have wondered why. It turns out that dogs' hearing is incredibly sensitive, and they can pick up on the high-pitched frequencies of sirens. Howling is just their way of responding to sounds that are within their hearing range, just like their wild ancestors used to do. 21. Yawning. Yawning is usually associated with tiredness, but for dogs, it's much more than just a sign that they need a nap. Dogs yawn to communicate, and it can signal a variety of emotions or intentions. For example, a dog might yawn when they're feeling anxious or stressed, especially when they're in an unfamiliar environment or around other dogs. Yawning is also a way for dogs to show that they're not a threat in tense situations, helping to diffuse any potential conflict. Additionally, dogs may yawn when they're feeling excited, as a way to manage their emotions and calm themselves down. So, the next time your dog yawns, it could be their way of telling you how they're feeling, or just trying to keep the peace. And there you have it, 21 fascinating and sometimes hilarious dog behaviors explained. Who knew that something as simple as your dog's belly scratch kick could be a complex reflex, or that their magnetic pooping habits could be a thing? Whether it's for bonding, communication, or just pure instinct, your dog's quirks are always trying to tell you something. If you learned something new today, make sure to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting and fun insights into your dog's world. Dog Sparkles, we're here to help you better understand your furry friend, one quirky behavior at a time. Drop a comment below and let us know which behavior surprised you the most, or share your dog's funniest habit. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time for more amazing dog facts.